looks legit as a rookie out of Notre Dame. I mean, he's a big boy. He gets the ball in his hands, and he's just out of there. He disappears on you. You're not going to catch him. I'm surprised at how well T.J. Watt has played. I mean, he's looking like he might have a better career than J.J., and that's saying a lot because J.J. is an all-pro defensive player of the year. Now, with the under and over, I'm a little skeptical now because week one, offensive holdings were down 78% from 2019.
Numbers.
Week one over week one.
Numbers, Ruder.
That's a Vinny Palmieri stat right there.
I like that.
The offensive holding numbers. This guy came prepared. This guy, you can accuse him of a lot of things, but not of not doing his homework.
The refs were taking it easy on these teams the first couple of weeks. And that's why you saw a lot of overs. You saw a lot of these games going over. Specifically, remember, you guys both liked Cleveland, but you guys both liked it under last week. Cleveland win, but it went way over, right?
Yeah, they almost got to over them damn selves.
Exactly, right? Now, what's telling me that this might change is this Thursday night game, this past Thursday night game with Tampa and Chicago. If you watch, the refs were not afraid to throw the flag on Tampa Bay and calling offensive pass and offensive holding. So are we going to see a trend? Is this going to follow through to this week? Are we going to see more flags? Are we going to see maybe some of these over-unders regressing to the mean, so to speak, and seeing more unders? So I would be hesitant in betting any over and under this week until we see kind of what the refs want to do. Kind of like in baseball with these umpires, with their strike zones, they all have bigger or smaller strike zones. I want to see what the refs do with some of these offensive holding penalties this week before I bet an over. But straight up, I like Pittsburgh as much as I like Wentz, and as much as he's changed my opinion this past week. I still think Pittsburgh's defense and their offense come through, and Tomlin, he's a good coach, period. So I'll go with Pittsburgh.
Okay. This right here, honestly, is my lock of the week. And yeah, this is my lock. Pittsburgh, like all day.
Okay.
Philadelphia's offensive line is decimated, and they haven't been able to protect Carson Wentz literally all season long. And right now, they're probably going up against the scariest front seven in football right now. Like, they just get after guys. Like, I fucking hate this Pittsburgh Steelers team because we got to play them. I'm a Ravens fan, by the way, Vinny.
I know. I got you later.
We have to play these boys 2 times this year, and I'm absolutely terrified of this front seven. And I just don't think Carson Wentz is going to have enough time to throw the ball. And on top of that, he's going to be missing both Deshaun Jackson and also
Alshon Jeffrey.
Alshon Jeffrey, yeah, he's missing both of his 2 of his top receivers right there.
Dallas Goedert.
And Dallas Goedert, yeah, he's out for the season.
And is Jalen Rager playing or no? That offensive rookie?
And Rager is out. So who's going to be catching the ball? I mean, Zach Ertz, don't get me wrong, he's a great tight end and all, but he can only do so much. Miles Sanders, I don't expect nothing from him against this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Yeah, and then I just think that on offense, on the opposite side of the ball, Pittsburgh is going to be able to potentially move the ball against this Philadelphia Eagles defense, because I feel like they're just going to be on the field all day long because Philly's offense is unable to sustain drives. And I can see this one getting ugly. I like Pittsburgh, and honestly, I like the 7. That means nothing to me when I look at these 2 teams. And like you said, Rudy, you made a very valid point. They have yet to play anybody, but at the same time, though, from what I have seen from the teams that they have played, they just the front 7 just gobbles people. It looks like, man.
Yeah.
And,
yes, they do.
I can see the same thing happening on this one here as well. Give me Pittsburgh in this game. I'm gonna go with a score of. I'm going to go score this 27-13. Yeah, 27-13.
Not only am I up against it against both of you guys here, but I'm also up against a lock of the week, huh?
Yeah, that's my lock. That's my lock of the week right there.
Okay,
I like Philly too. That's the crazy part. I hate Pittsburgh. I like Philly, but I'm just going off of what I've seen. Plus, Pittsburgh is coming in fresh, which, I mean, it could be a detriment to them as well. They kind of had their bye week very early, honestly. So, but I don't know.
These are your look at the disrespect in your mouth. These are your first place in the NFC East. The mighty NFC East, first place, Philadelphia Eagles. With that
First
disrespect,
place, baby.
First place, 1-2-1. They earned that.
What a world!
They didn't trip into that. They earned that.
That is so COVID 2020, man. That is such a COVID team, bro. Unfucking real. All right. So moving on here. Next game on the slate, got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Baltimore to take on my Baltimore Ravens. And gentlemen, you mind if I take this one first?
Go ahead. Shoot.
Right. So right now, Baltimore are favorites at -12. I've just seen this game kind of go up and down. I've seen it as high. I think it opened up at like -14, and now it's got down to -12. So Vinny, that means that there's some action on the Bengals, right?
Say again, Bryce.
Oh no, he stepped away for a minute. My bad, man. So
no, I'm listening.
Yeah, so with the lines there, like I said, I've seen it open up as high as +14, and now it's only +12 for the Bengals. That means there's some action on the Bengals, right?
That means they were taking. Yep, exactly. That means that the smart money was taking some money on the Bengals at 14, and the books is trying to even it out, right? Because the books want 50-50. Yeah. If they get 50-50, they're an automatic winners because of the juice, because of the veg.
Okay.
So if they're taking all this money at 14 plus 14 for the Bengals, if they lower that number down to 12. They kind of encourage that Baltimore money to try to bring it up.
Listen, I'm going to tell everybody that listens to this right now, as much as I love my Baltimore Ravens team, we are not clicking on all cylinders right now. And if there's a time to bet against us, I think this would be the game right here. I think we're going to win this game. Don't get me wrong. I think the Bengals aren't quite there yet. I love Joe Burrow. He had that kid has some fucking moxie on him, man. He been taking shots ever since he's been in the first game one. And, he doesn't bat an eye. Like, he stands in the pocket. He delivers. He has some good weapons out there. Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. A.J. Green is a shell of himself right now. But Joe Mixon right now is playing like a top 3 back in the league. Offensive line is kind of shitty, and their defense isn't that great as well. But I think that teams right now are playing the Ravens in a certain style that Lamar Jackson and Greg Roman has to figure out. Because every week, ever since the Kansas City Chiefs game, and then even last game against Washington, even though we kind of blew Washington out, Lamar did kind of struggle with, like, first of all, his deep ball and then those throws to the outside. So he has to get that cleaned up. And maybe this is the week that happens. But I like Cincinnati in this game with the points. I feel like it's going to be much closer than what they are trying to project right now. I think Baltimore will win it. And I got it as a score right now. I'm going to give Baltimore 30. I'm going to give Cincinnati 20. And I like that the Bengals are getting that 12 points there. So, yeah, that's what I'm rolling with right there for my score. And I would take the Bengals with the points, but Ravens to win the game. Vinny?
Yeah, so I looked at this game as well. And first thing, as a Ravens fan, is Lamar playing with a little injury?
He had missed practice Wednesday with a knee. He had a sore knee, and he missed practice Thursday because of a stomach bug. But he is back out there today, so they're saying that he's good. He looked good when he's out there moving around and everything. So some soreness in his knee. I don't know which knee it was, but some soreness in his knee, and we'll see what happens on Sunday, how that affects him.
So something's telling me Lamar's playing with like a little lingering injury. You watch Lamar run, and Lamar's an elite runner out of the backfield. He doesn't get hit. He knows when to take off. He hits holes hard. He hits them fast. And I just don't see the same Lamar this year as I did last year. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's because I have him in fantasy this year and I didn't last year. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm thinking he might have a little lingering injury. I know you guys both don't like who's that running back? Not the rookie, not Gus.
Ingram?
Mark Ingram. Yeah. None of those running backs, from what I understand, have received more than 11 carries either game.
Yeah. The way they got it going right now is literally a running back rotation. Like they get a series. Yeah. They all get a series pretty much.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. And I know a lot of times with running backs, you need that consistency. You need to go in there 3, 4. You need to get in a groove, and I think that hurts them a little bit. So maybe they're analysis by paralysis, trying to get the fresh body in. I think maybe that's her. And they still have an above average defense. They still going to play defense with you. Burrow's the truth. I mean, he's legit.
Yeah.
They do have a common opponent. They both had played Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns are 3 better than Cincinnati. Baltimore is 4.5 better than the Browns. So that tells me Baltimore is 7.5 better than Cincy. This line says that they're 9 better. So you're getting a little bit extra by betting Cincy. So that explains why maybe the Sharps in Vegas were taking -14 because they were getting that extra 4.5 points. No surprise there.
Mm-hmm.
If this injury is legitimate with Lamar, I think it's going to hurt them. They're not going to cover nearly as many games. They're not going to put up as many points. Their wide receiver, I love Hollywood. Hollywood's dealing with a little bit of injuries. I have to go Cincy. I have to go Cincy only because I'm still afraid that Lamar has some injuries, and I think that's going to affect their offense because that offense runs through him, and his offense runs through his legs.
Ruder?
I think you guys are both out of your minds. I think you both showed up to the show drunk today.
I did have some Ciroc, and
you guys are really shot. Have you guys forgotten really how good Baltimore is top to bottom? This team top to bottom,
they are
really good. I mean, we're talking about. I think everybody got it all twisted up in their brains when they lost that game to the Chiefs. I mean, this is a team that could still very easily run the table. We forget how good they are on defense. I'm a big fan of Marlon Humphrey. I've sent that over and over. I think he's going to be an absolute top
best corner in the league right now.
I'm telling you,
as we speaking right now, entering week 5, he's the best cornerback in the league right now.
That's saying a lot of things. I don't know if I'd say all those words exactly in that order, but I'm with you that the kid's really good. Yes. And I think Queen is really good. I think Calais Campbell's really good. I think we're underplaying that defense. I think he's going to be giving Mr. Burrow some fits back there. So I think that Baltimore takes this game. I think that the reason that the spread is this small is because of exactly what you guys were talking about. I think Vegas is just trying to get back to that 50-50, trying to get back to even, trying to get back to 500, and I don't think there's any way they do it. I can see that Baltimore's just going to give it to them. They're going to give it to them. And the thing is, I like this Cincy team. I said it earlier today. This isn't your granny's Cincinnati Bengals, right, from last year. Granny's
Bengals from the 80s went to 2 Super Bowls.
Granny's Bengals were legit.
Maybe your older brother's Cincy Bengals from the 90s.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
This isn't the Red Rifle Bengals?
This isn't your Icky Woods Bengals.
This ain't right? Boomer. From where'd he go to school at?
Boomer?
No. Icky Woods.
Icky Woods? Hold on. Through the power of Google.
No, don't Google it.
I'm not Googling it.
I already said their college today.
I'm not Googling it. I'm totally not. And by that, I know that he went to UNLV.
UNLV, bringing it, brother. Bringing those Rebels home.
The Icky Shuffle, the Vinny Shuffle today. So I think,
Shuffle, baby.
To wrap up this game for us here, to take it home with these guys, I think it's Baltimore easy. 30. We'll call it 35-20, and that's being generous.
Hey, I appreciate that, Ruder. I hope so. I'm low key kind of picking against us because I kind of just I hope that we blow them out. Like I really do. But at the same time, man, just watching my Ravens over the last couple of weeks and watching Joe Burrow, he's really impressed me. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to this game. We'll see what happens. All right, next game on the slate here, boys. We got LA Rams, that is, traveling to our favorite team, the Washington Football Club. And that's really not our favorite team. Fuck those guys. They are benching Dwayne Haskins, and Kyle Allen will be the starter in this game. That was a big story coming out of Washington. And right now, LA is course favorites, -7.5. Over under is 46.5. Vinny, sir, educate the people.
Oh, this is too easy. I like the Rams. Washington's a very well coached team. They really are. And I don't like Haskins. I think he made some terrible plays. He made some terrible turnovers, and they have too much talent on that offense to do what they were doing. I love that Antonio Gibson. The kid is special. The kid is athletic. He can play. They got McLaurin. They have that